Have you ever found yourself reaching for a snack, not because you're physically hungry, but because you're feeling a certain way? Welcome to the world of emotional eating, an intriguing yet often misunderstood concept. Emotional eating, simply put, is using food to make yourself feel better. It's eating to satisfy emotional needs, rather than to satisfy physical hunger. You might find yourself reaching for a tub of ice cream after a stressful day, or diving into a bag of chips when you're feeling lonely. And it's not just about negative emotions. Many of us also eat in response to positive feelings, such as celebrating a promotion or enjoying a holiday feast. Now, you might wonder, isn't this just a lack of self-control? Well, not exactly. Emotional eating often stems from deeper issues and is a coping mechanism for dealing with difficult emotions. It's more about the heart than the appetite. We all experience a wide range of emotions: joy, anger, sadness, stress, boredom, and more. And it's completely normal to occasionally use food to celebrate a moment or soothe a wound. But when eating becomes your primary emotional coping mechanism, when your first impulse is to open the refrigerator whenever you're upset, anxious, angry, lonely, exhausted, or bored, you get stuck in an unhealthy cycle. Emotional eating is more prevalent than you might think. It doesn't distinguish between age, gender, or background. It's a universal experience that countless individuals grapple with every day. But here's the thing. It's not a life sentence. There are ways to understand it, manage it, and even overcome it. If you resonate with this, then you're not alone. Many have walked this path and found their way out. And remember to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and share this video so others can join us on this journey to understanding and overcoming emotional eating. Let's hear from some individuals who have battled with emotional eating and emerged victorious. Meet Jane, a middle-aged woman who always turned to ice cream or a bag of chips after a long, stressful day at work. She felt that these treats were her only source of comfort. However, she realized that this habit was not doing her any favors. She felt sluggish, her health was deteriorating, and she was gaining weight. Jane started journaling her emotions and the triggers that led to her emotional eating. She found other ways to de-stress, like going for a walk or practicing yoga. Today, Jane is healthier, happier, and no longer a slave to her emotions when it comes to food. Next, let's introduce you to Tom, a college student who found solace in junk food whenever he was anxious or upset. Late-night study sessions often turned into binge-eating episodes. Tom decided to seek help from a nutritionist, who helped him understand the link between his emotions and eating habits. He started meal prepping and focusing on nutritionally dense foods. Today, Tom feels more energized, focused, and has a healthier relationship with food. Then there's Lisa, a busy mom who often found herself mindlessly snacking while dealing with the daily stresses of parenthood. She felt trapped in a cycle of guilt and overeating. Lisa reached out to a psychologist who helped her identify her emotional triggers and cope with them in healthier ways. She started meditating, reading, and taking time out for herself. Today, Lisa feels empowered and in control, not just with her eating habits, but with her life. Lastly, we have Mark, a retiree who used food as a way to combat loneliness. He found himself eating out of boredom and feeling worse afterward. Mark joined a local hobby club where he made friends and found a new passion in painting. Today, Mark enjoys his golden years with a newfound energy and zest for life. As you can see, overcoming emotional eating is possible and the benefits are life-changing. To overcome emotional eating, understanding your triggers is a crucial first step. Now, what do we mean by triggers? They are those specific circumstances or feelings that prompt us to turn to food for comfort. They can be as diverse as our individual personalities, but some common ones do emerge. Stress, for example, is a common trigger. When we're under pressure, our bodies often crave quick energy, which can lead us to sugary or fatty foods. Boredom, too, can lead us down the path of mindless munching. It's an easy habit to fall into when we're looking for a distraction from the monotony. Negative emotions like sadness, loneliness, or anger can also trigger emotional eating. It's a way for us to try and soothe these intense feelings. We encourage you to take some time to observe your own patterns. What situations or emotions tend to drive you to eat? Identifying these unique triggers is key. Once you know your triggers, you can start to develop healthier coping strategies. Now that you understand the why, let's move on to the how. How can you overcome emotional eating? It's important to remember that overcoming emotional eating is not about strict dieting or willpower. It's about developing a healthier relationship with food and with your emotions. And there are several strategies that can assist you on this journey. One of these is mindful eating. This is a practice where you pay full attention to your food as you eat, noticing the flavors, textures, and smells. You also listen to your body's hunger and fullness cues. It's about eating for nourishment and enjoyment, not because you're bored, stressed, or sad. Another critical strategy is seeking professional help. Therapists, nutritionists, and dietitians have the knowledge and expertise to provide guidance and support. They can help you understand your triggers, develop coping mechanisms, and create a healthier relationship with food. Creating a supportive environment is also key. Surround yourself with people who understand your struggle and support your journey. This could be friends, family, or a support group. And remember, patience and self-compassion are paramount. Changing long-standing habits takes time. There will be setbacks, and that's okay. It's not about perfection, but progress. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and don't beat yourself up when you slip. Remember, change takes time, but with the right strategies you can conquer emotional eating. Overcoming emotional eating isn't about dieting or willpower. It's about understanding your emotions and finding healthier ways to cope. We've journeyed through personal stories, explored the triggers, and learned strategies to conquer emotional eating. Remember, it's not just about the food, but the feelings behind it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share it to keep this crucial conversation going. So start implementing these strategies today and share this video with anyone who may benefit. Together, we can overcome emotional eating and live healthier, happier lives.